Okay, so today we are going to be creating a little landscape picture of a actually fairy home. And these are just two examples. We're going to be drawing the mushroom shape together, and then how you want your doors and windows and background, that's completely up to you, okay? So we will be following along with this sheet, but basically the background areas here, you don't have to do. As long as we do 1 through 3 together and the start of 4, the rest is up to you to make your own choices, okay? So today we are going to learn about landscapes so that I can create a painting of an outdoor scene that features a fairy home made from a mushroom. So we are going to get a piece of paper just like this. And when you're doing landscapes, you can have it horizontal or vertical, but since we're gonna be drawing a mushroom, I think vertical is really nice. So before I even get started, I'm gonna write my name and code and then turn my paper over, okay? So we are gonna be creating these shapes right here, 1 through 3 together, and then I'll start 4, and I'm actually gonna show you the completion of these exact steps. But like I said, you can create your own, okay? So the first one, step 1 here says, begin by drawing a large rounded rectangle shape that gets bigger at the bottom. See how it's narrow here and larger at the bottom? This will be the mushroom's stem, okay? So we're gonna keep it pretty large, okay? So we're gonna draw it, so here's halfway, so we're over the halfway point. Here's the top of my mushroom. I'm gonna go down. I'm gonna have this one kind of curve a little bit and go down. Notice it's smaller here and larger at the bottom. And I kind of curved it like this. You can have yours fairly straight. That's completely up to you, okay? But notice it's about the length of my whole hand, and my hands are even bigger than yours. So I didn't quite go to the bottom, and obviously I need to have my mushroom top here, okay? Number 2, it says draw a curved line from one side of the top over to the other. So we're going to look at this top part here. So we're going to draw from right here, kind of curve it over the top and then back here. Okay, so it's kind of like an oval, except we didn't connect that part. Then number 3 says draw a curved line out and then up to create the rounded triangle shape to make the mushroom's cap. This is the mushroom's cap. Add short straight lines for gills. Those are the gills right here. So I'm gonna draw right up here, a little bit lower than this. I'm gonna go out, over, so it's kind of triangle-like, down, and then back here. Okay, so if yours touches the top or it's a little shorter, that's totally fine. Then we're going to draw these lines in here. They're called the gills. So we're going to go from here. And if you ever look at a mushroom, they have these little lines going there that are kind of like a dark gray. Okay, so we've got our mushroom mostly drawn. Then 4 says, at the bottom of the corners of the paper, draw large flowers, leaves, or blades of grass, and add a horizon line. So everyone is going to add a horizon. The horizon line is where your sky meets the ground. So it's very important I do not have that horizon line here or below. I need to have it behind the mushroom. So I'm going to draw a line here, stop, and then draw a line there. Okay, so this is the background. This is the middle ground, so everything in the middle, and the foreground is in front. Now on here, they have little flowers and things like that. So if you want to draw flowers along with me, you can totally do that. So you can have flowers. If you have something overlapping, I always like to erase it as I go. So, and I could have some more flowers here. And that kind of goes behind. There, so I've got my flowers. Step 5 here says add leaves, smaller mushrooms, or both along the horizon line, and then add clouds. So I do think it's fun to add this grass look here, because it's going to show that the mushroom is really close up and looks large for the paper, but in all reality, we know that mushrooms are not small, but a fairy creature would be very small too. So I can just have my mushrooms and I have my grass behind. If I have little mushrooms there, I can totally add that. And then clouds in your sky. You can do whatever you want, okay? 6, it says finish by adding details like spots on the mushroom's cap and a door and a window. So I have a little door here. I'm gonna do a rounded door. You can have yours look more square. I'm gonna have another little line here. I think these added details, I think what makes it look special. And then like these are those little paneling you see in a doorway. And then I've got a little doorknob. I can have a window right over here. Okay, and maybe it crosses through it. Maybe I'll have a 3rd story and another little window there. Maybe I'll have shutters on my door. That looks like they're kind of open. You can have a flat, and I can have polka dots and dots on my mushrooms, whatever you want. It's your project. You can make it look however you want and special. And then when you're finished with this, we're gonna be using, a black crayon. And I have a box of black crayons I'll have out for you. And then we'll trace over all of our lines, okay? So once you're finished adding your details, then you're gonna get your black crayon and trace over it for all those lines, okay? So it doesn't have to have the exact same details as mine. You can change it to make it look unique, but it is up to you how it looks. And here's some different examples of what people did with, some mushrooms in the background. Rather than flowers, they did leaves. It's all up to you. So have fun. So pencil first, black crayon second.